Welcome back, YouTubers, to our 5th Q&A in our hopefully long-running series of Q&A. I am Mr. Parkin, and this guy sitting next to me, simply known as 2 letters, NJ.
What's up?
To be honest, the name, only having 2 letters in your name doesn't give you justice, NJ. I'm telling you that right now. But anyway, let's go on to this Q&A. But first, before we do, make sure you guys subscribe up above, like NJ is showing you as usual. Like this video. Keep posting your comments down below. We love answering your questions.
And as you'll see, there's links to contact us in the description box below.
Yes, make sure you guys contact us, especially if you want to ask us some questions for the Q&A. Right, let's get on to this Q&A then, NJ. Let's get going. We've got a lot of questions to get through in this video.
Yeah, we do.
We start off with WWE fan 23P. He asked us a lot of questions, so we'll try and get through these. First question was, who do you think will win the Raw and SmackDown Money in the Bank? Why do you think these superstars should win? Do they actually deserve it?
Well, the person that comes to my mind in Money in the Bank that should win is Drew McIntyre. Not just because he's one of my favourites, but because he's not been used as well as he should. And I think this Money in the Bank could push him back up to being involved in wrestling again. It could push him back up towards the top where he was when he said, "I'm the chosen one." I think he'll be a perfect choice.
I mean, for me, although as much as I would like Drew McIntyre to win it, I think it's too early now in his, because he hasn't been used at all. So to have him win it might not be believable. But I'd like to see someone like either John Morrison or Dolph Ziggler win it, just because they're people that in the mid card that kind of need to be put in that main event, in my opinion.
Well, they are good wrestlers too, because they could eventually go on and make great champs.
Yep.
The other person I'm thinking, as you've made 2, my other person would be Wade Barrett.
Oh, on SmackDown.
Yeah, because basically he's kind of stuck in this low mid card, high mid card, and him winning it will put him back up to where he was once on Raw.
Yeah, I've said this before and I will say it again. SmackDown for me, Cody Rhodes, because I think Cody Rhodes is the kind of guy that can work that Money in the Bank gimmick quite well as a heel, especially, and with Wade Barrett as well, because I do think he deserves a push. But I think Cody Rhodes is another guy that deserves a push into the main event as a heel.
Well, we've named 5 here, so let's just try and narrow it down to one from each show.
Yeah, go on. You do yours. I'll do mine next.
Okay, I'm thinking on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Out of the 2 I've listed, I'd like it to be Wade Barrett.
Okay, I'd say Cody Rhodes.
Okay, and on Raw,
I would say John Morrison.
John Morrison, I'd say R-Truth. I would like to see him go for it.
Yep, he would be alright, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
The next question he asks us is there any chance CM Punk will go to TNA, or will he leave WWE and return to Ring of Honor? It all depends on whether he leaves or not. I mean, if he does leave, where else can he go? Apart from maybe TNA or Ring of Honor. He was originally in Ring of Honor, so he might go there, but TNA might offer him more money. You know, who knows?
Well, when I look at Punk, I see him as a raw, great wrestler, and I'm thinking WWE would be ashamed to lose him.
Yep.
So I think he should get a new contract. If he somehow doesn't, I'm thinking he would look onto what other wrestling events going on, and he'll look directly. I'm thinking at TNA more than Ring of Honor now. Try something different and go with that.
Unless, of course, Ring of Honor's TV deal makes them legitimate contenders to WWE, but you know we don't know that right now. But there we go. Next question. This will be an easy one. If you were to book Zack Ryder, how would you do it? Who would you want him to feud with? And briefly describe how you'd get into the top. Well, we wouldn't want him to get to the top because we don't think he's a main eventer or a worthy title winner.
Well, when I look at Zack Ryder, I see him as an entertainer, which WWE need.
Mid-carder at best.
And I'm thinking, looking at him, I would like him to stick to YouTube.
Really?
I'm sorry, Zack Ryder fans, but seriously, I looked him in that match. He looked okay on that SmackDown.
Well, it was on Raw against Kofi, wasn't it?
Yeah, back then, sorry. See, I can't remember it because he looked okay, but I just wouldn't say it's one of my favourites.
I say get him in a tag team with Kurt Hawkins. Get a tag team in there. That's how I would use him. Get him in a tag team with Kurt Hawkins and get him fighting in a tag team or for the tag team championships. That's what I would do.
Well, after all the things that he's done, I think the tag did him justice. So
it will benefit tag team. It will benefit WWE in the tag team division. It'll also benefit him because he'll be being used. The next question is, what do you guys think about the return of the 6-sided ring and the return of the X divisions? Now, I will start by saying it will only return for one night, but for me, after I went back and watched a load of old TNA matches, I did like the whole concept of the 6-sided ring just because it made them unique. And in terms of the X divisions, I'm glad they're bringing back an X division specific pay-per-view because I really, me and you have watched some X division matches. We love X division, X division action.
They're entertaining, and I'm saying 6 foot side of the ring, I'm okay with 4. It just makes it looks like it's a standard ring. So I'm thinking wrestling standard ring makes sense.
But I do like the 6-sided ring being unique from like WWE and stuff. That's what I liked about it.
They should maybe have used the 6-sided ring at a certain pay-per-view to make the 6-sided something special.
Yeah, that's what they're doing here though, as well, kind of.
They're doing that. They go with that. As for the Return 8 division, entertain matches. The right wrestlers go into the matches and put on great matches. So yeah,
hopefully we'll see some great matches because I really do miss the X division being like it used to be in say the early years. Next question, because there's a lot of questions here. When do you guys think is the best time for Chris Jericho to come back, and should he be heel or face? Why so?
Well, we've kind of briefly covered this earlier, and we said that I'm saying he should come back as a temporary face. I only say temporarily because SmackDown need that, and maybe something just spark him off and make him a heel later on.
As for timing, anytime soon, because we need someone to go up against Randy Orton on SmackDown that's actually legitimate and can actually beat him for the title. Because at the moment, the main event scene is very stale.
And I think Jericho, he's proven that he can be a main event, so he should come back and slide straight back into it. Maybe SummerSlam, maybe a Royal Rumble. I think those are the 2 sort of times he could come back. The Royal Rumble sounds good, but if they went back soon, then SummerSlam.
Yep. Next question we got is a question we've had a couple of times on previous Q&As. Who do you think can break the Undertaker streak and why so?
Okay.
One guy.
First, I'm saying take a streak. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he'll make it to next WrestleMania, but if he does, it'll be... Who do you think?
I don't want it to be him, but I think it'll be Orton.
Yeah, I'm not sure he'll bring back the Legend Killer era of him, but I think Orton will be... Even though he's higher as he is, I think it'll be Orton.
I think another guy, just going off on a limb here, Wade Barrett.
He was one that should have done it, or should have been against Taker. I think to help Wade get back up to where he should be, all these little things like beating Taker's streak, winning Money in the Bank, winning Royal Rumble, all stuff like this would do great for Wade Barrett. So.
Yeah, and it's promoting a new star, which is what essentially Undertaker needs to do right now, is give the company a future. And when you do this with someone like Wade Barrett, who is essentially going to be the future of the company at some point, that's what you kind of got to do, isn't it? Move on with the times. Yeah,
so there's our choices.
Yeah.
And next question I'll just ask you, because the specific person asked. This is for Dan. Where do you get your V-neck t-shirts from?
I don't really have a specific place where I get them. I don't know. I just like V-necks, I guess. I don't know. I wear them a lot. So places like Next, I can't really, River Island, places like that, I get my V-necks from sometimes. That's it. I can't really give you a specific place. I just always seem to get V-necks whenever. I don't know why. I just love V-necks, NJ. You know that.
And I'm all around neck.
Yes. Okay then. Next. So after all those questions, we get another set of questions from FX North, another guy who has been subscribed to us and comments on a lot of our videos. So thank you very much for those. He says, pick one wrestler to bring from WWE to WWE from TNA and why.
There's only one person that's actually proven himself in TNA that will make a good person in WWE, and that is AJ Styles.
Yep, I do agree with you there. He's by far the sort of best wrestler TNA have. The only problem is I don't think WWE would know how to use him. Do you know what I mean? Because he's the kind of guy who should be in the main event, but he's not got the kind of look that Vince McMahon wants for the main event in a big guy.
No.
But out of all the people, I would love to see AJ Styles in WWE.
Yes, I'll pick, yeah.
Or even Robert Roode, he has the kind of look that the sort of attitude-y kind of look that Vince likes.
The thing is, some of TNA's main eventers are ex-WWE, so we could pick maybe some of them. But if we wanted someone different, it would be AJ.
Yeah, AJ or Robert Roode, in my opinion. You say AJ, I'm going to say Robert Roode.
That's fine.
Okay, this next question is going to be interesting. Just to make things interesting, put a load of wrestlers' names into a hat, pick one out, and make an ideal storyline which you would like to see them in. What we're going to do here, instead of putting them into a hat, because it's kind of like on the spot, we're going to 5 seconds think of 2 wrestlers, and then we'll go from there. So NJ, should we go on 0?
Yeah, let's go on 0.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drew McIntyre.
Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin and Drew McIntyre. Okay, so first thing we've got there is they're 2 mid-carders. So why not, have Drew McIntyre beat Shelton Benjamin for the #1 contendership for the IC title, have Drew McIntyre screw Shelton Benjamin out of it, and then continue a feud from there?
Because we have Drew McIntyre, who played the great heel, that could do stuff like that, like screwing.
Benjamin's very over with the crowd as well.
So I think that would perfectly work perfectly.
Yeah, and maybe have a feud for a couple, good couple of months. End it in like a gimmick match, like a last man standing or something.
Last man standing could be a stepping stone for them. Yes.
Yeah,
we'll go with that.
Okay, that was interesting. That was weird, wasn't it? Picking up random wrestlers. It's very good that you picked a heel and I picked a face, because it could have been a bit bad with all the heel turns and face turns that we didn't need to have done if we picked 2 heels or 2 faces.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah. If you could make your own type of match, what would you create? They've all been done, haven't they?
The only thing I would do, instead of having my own match, I'll probably just improve the ones we have and make them better somehow.
For example?
The cage.
Yeah.
I'd probably have no door.
I'd have a roof.
No door and a roof.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I wouldn't have a roof in mine. Because I like the whole climbing out idea.
Right.
I don't like the whole pinning, submission.
Okay.
So I'll get rid of the door and maybe change the rules just to climb out.
Make the cage a little bit bigger as well.
Yeah, there we go.
I can't really... Creating a match is very hard to do, so maybe improving a match is probably the next best thing we could have done. Whenever Randy Orton's in a match, I like to call it a last man sleeping match. That's a new match creation, isn't it? The last person to stay awake is the winner. That's what we like to do at pay-per-views, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The next question he said to us is, what do you think has been the worst title reign in WWE to date?
Okay, I look at them. As much as I know you people saying Cena, I'm not saying Cena. Cena's a champ, but I'm saying Dolph Ziggler. The way he got the title and then he lost it, I just thought, that is just a shame for Dolph. He should not have got it if that was going to be the case.
Yeah. Some of the worst ones for me include Vince McMahon, just because he should never have won the Royal Rumble. He should never have ever won that title. So one-day reigns like Kane. I know Kane winning it was good, but a one-day reign, come on. Things like that, those are getting there at some point. There's so many bad reigns just because they're so damn short.
Yeah, there's a lot we can name. Or there's even some that lasts about a week or something.
Can I say King Booker and JBL are 2 people I never liked as champions? I'm just saying, that's just my personal preference.
I don't know, the way the title, I don't like when someone wins it one pay-per-view and then loses it on the next pay-per-view. They've only had a month for title reign. I don't like stuff like that. I like when champs are able to hold it on longer.
That's what Christian should have got, But there we go.
Stuff like that.
And it's the Breakfast Club member, so he automatically gets the belt when he goes to SmackDown. Why do you think TNA cuts ties with any sort of association to TNA? Simple, because they're in competition.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
TNA have ties with ROH, which is good to see because it's good they're helping an independent company. But I don't think WWE will ever have any association with TNA because WWE are doing their own thing. They're branding and everything, and the way they do business is way different to however that other people do business. So
just move on from that,
exactly. Do you think TNA? Oh God, do you think WWE will stay PG forever?
No.
At
the moment, they're staying in it because of the whole. I think the Linda McMahon brought it on.
Yeah, the Senate and the whole kids thing. Even though their key demographic is fucking 78%, 18 to 35 or something, 39.
But what I will say is the WWE are actually trying to add non-PG things into their wrestling to keep it interesting, but staying PG altogether, no, it won't last.
When Triple H takes over, I can kind of see a more sort of edgy era than the PG era anyway. Coming in, that's just my personal preference with someone like Triple H.
Yeah, because I'm saying he has. I'm not saying Vince doesn't have good ideas.
Yeah.
Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, like everyone has.
Mm-hmm.
I think Triple H will come in knowing what he's going to do and start doing it. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have changes in the future.
Although he'll probably have Vince McMahon in his ear saying, "Do this, do that." But there we go. That's business. But anyway, we don't know. We don't think it'll stay PG forever. We hope it doesn't. The one WWE title you would like to see back and why? Two words.
Or 2 words.
Yeah, it is 1 word. Sorry, yeah.
Hardcore.
We love the hardcore matches. So definitely bring the hardcore title back. Even though in today's era it wouldn't work, maybe in a future era, I'd love to see it back in hardcore matches again.
We've been watching matches in the last couple of days, and we've seen, past couple of weeks or so. Yeah, we've seen great hardcore matches. We've seen loads of wrestlers get involved. Title changing hands there.
Part of our SummerSlam series. We saw loads.
Sometimes show you great matches with the hardcore. So I'm just saying, with the hardcore title back, you'll see mixed champions. You'll see more backstage segments because the title will probably switch hands lots backstage.
Good, entertaining matches.
Yeah, so I think it'll make improvement from what we have now.
Yep, definitely. The hardcore title.
All the way.
Memories. The next question is from the Black Rose 991, another guy out there who we recommend you subscribe, mainly because he's British and we enjoy his videos as well. So
he does make good videos.
Big shout out to Black Rose there. I'm sure he will appreciate this. It's from the Bell to Bell show with the ding ding ding. Brilliant. He says, will we ever see the British Fist as WWE Tag Team Champions? NJ, you know what I'll say here? The way the tag team division at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if we walked in and we could probably be tag team champions, because the way the tag team champions titles are booked at the moment is really not that good.
Well, what I'll do is the day we become tag champs is the day WWE lose their tag titles, because when we get them, we keep them.
Yeah, we keep them and we use them in our videos like Zack Ryder does.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's pretty much answers that one. I wish we could be tag team champs. It would be awesome, wouldn't we?
We would.
Yeah, definitely. The next question is from Wolf Undead 1998, and as NJ reminisces, as I will do soon, he asks, how good do you think Jinder Mahal's future is in WWE?
If he stays with Carly, because Carly's helping him put him over, and Carly's helping Jinder Mahal, I think it'll be just great for both of them. So how good do you think it'd be? Pretty good if he stays with Carly for a bit.
One thing he does very well is he does play that non-American gimmick quite well, which is immediately what gets you over as a heel in WWE. As for his future, I've seen some of his work in FCW. It wasn't the best, but he still has this kind of ability, especially with Great Khali with him. He could become a very good future superstar. Maybe not main event, but definitely mid-card or upper mid-card, in my opinion.
I look forward to see what they do with Jinder Mahal, because I think while he's helping Carly and Carly's helping him, I think we're going to see a lot more good stuff from both of them.
Definitely. We look forward to see what Jinder Mahal has to offer, just because he's something new, really, and especially on SmackDown, where we kind of need some injection, especially into the main event scene.
And hopefully, I'm not sure if Carly will make it back to the main event, but I hope Carly helps to bring Jinder Mahal maybe somewhere close.
Yep. And that is all the questions we're going to be answering for today on a slightly extended version of the British Fist Q&A. Make sure you continue to send your questions in. As we said, we've hit 300 subscribers, but we want to continue doing questions and answering your questions because we bloody love doing it. NJ, any last words?
And the amount of questions we've got have got us really enjoying to make them. They've kept us talking, they've kept us thinking new things, kept us reminiscing of what we've had in the past, what we have now. So I say the more questions you get, the more we'll answer.
Yep, and of course, don't forget, later on, we will be doing videos specifically to certain questions that we got, which we think do require a longer video, such things as like SummerSlam, Dream Card, and things like that. Video we'll do in the future. We'll definitely devote those to like certain people's questions. But keep your questions coming in. That's been it from us. We are the British Fist.
Ka-ching.
Where the money's at, NJA. Thank you very much for watching once again, and goodbye.